Oftentimes when we're thinking about material support for the table saw, we're thinking about the outfeed side, having some type of dedicated outfeed table, fold-up arms, a fold-up table, or rollers to prevent your workpiece or your sleds from falling forward as they're pushed through the saw. And something we forget to think about, at least I do anyway, is having some type of material support on the inside when possible. If you're using a large sled like this, it's not the end of the world if you don't have any support back here, but it would be very beneficial for the longer maximum capacity cuts. Having some Infeed support arms would really come in handy when you're cutting down larger sheet goods. So typically what I would do is start the saw, pick up the sheet good, much larger than this example here, rest it on my stomach, and blindly but very carefully set it down in front of the spinning blade and then push it through. A much safer and easier option would be to have a couple support arms in the front. I could position my piece of plywood up against the fence ready to cut, and then I could walk around to the front of the saw, turn it on, come back, the material is ready to go, and just push it through the saw. So that's what I'm going to try and make today, a couple very easy to take on and off Infeed support arms. This particular saw has a piece of square tubing for the front rail, and anyone who does have square tubing on the front rail, this is going to be extremely easy. If you don't have square tubing and you have, say, extruded aluminum, or maybe your tabletop as the front rail built into it, then you can still do this. You just have to figure out whatever profile it is for that particular saw and build it into the arm. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to have an arm that is the same thickness as the distance from the tabletop to the top of the rail. And in my case, these bed rails that I salvaged out of an old mattress are actually the perfect 7/8 of an inch that I need. So I got lucky there. But what I'm going to make is essentially a T that will slide into place right in the front of your rail, and to keep it from wiggling around, I'm going to add another piece on the back side of the rail, and then somewhere near the end the leg is going to attach, and it's going to be on a hinge. So once you're done using it, you can pick it up, it'll fold into itself, and then it can hang up on the wall somewhere. I can think of about a dozen times where these would have been really handy pushing some big, heavy, full-size sheet goods over my table saw, and they're well worth the price. This was nothing but some reclaimed wood that I had, and you probably have enough scrap in your shop to make, and it was only $1.99 for these hinges. With anything in the workshop, if it's not quick or easy, you're not going to use it, so these are extremely quick to take off. It took all of 5 or 10 seconds, and just as fast to put back on when they're needed. If this is your first time here, I'd love to have you subscribe. I post a new woodworking video pretty much once a week, and whenever possible, I have free downloadable plans for whatever project I'm working on my website. These are pretty self-explanatory, so I don't think I'm going to have any plans for them. If you're into the social media thing, check out my Facebook page. I post a lot of current and future project updates throughout the week, as well as a bunch of other general DIY related stuff for my day job. I'm also on Pinterest and Google Plus and Twitter and and Instagram, and I think that's it. There's too many social media things. But anyway, thanks for watching and have a great day.